The chaotic situation on Manus Island has sparked concerns to the United Nations, reminding both governments of Australia and Papua New Guinea their duty of care.
So we are very concerned the uh, about the human rights of these people. We are concerned that things already, people who have been there for 4 years, living in under quite difficult conditions, are going to continue to live in a difficult situation. They do not have, as I said, sufficient numbers of, in terms of healthcare. Many of these people are facing difficulties in terms of mental illness and so on. And it makes me actually very frustrated, to be honest, that we are seeing this situation, which is really should have been prevented.
Assessments have been conducted on the new relocation site at East and West Lorengau, and the United Nations will closely monitor the situation. Trivedy also thanked the governments of New Zealand and United States for their offer.
We have also sent, together with the National Department of Health and my colleagues in the World Health Organization and in the Office for the Human Rights Commissioner, have all been, we have made ourselves available to provide support, to provide in any way, also assess the health situation and so on. So we, as the United Nations, are already trying to find ways of supporting.
Mr. Trivedy claims there was no excessive force used during the joint operation when relocating the asylum seekers and refugees to the new center, and he also reminded the media to be responsible when reporting.
And so on. But I'm glad that, at least excessive force appears not to have been used. Some of the newspapers saying, it's good that a humane way has been found to move people to the new center. I think some of the commentary from the newspapers and so on is not very well informed, because the fact is that there isn't enough space for even the people that are there. There isn't enough water, there isn't enough health services, there isn't enough counseling services and so on. And I think we are fooling ourselves if we think that we have a solution.
However, for a fair and accurate report on the Manus case, Trivedy says the media should be given access.
My plea to both governments is to allow journalists like yourselves in to inspect, and also human rights organizations to inspect the new center, to say conclusively whether the facilities that are now being provided are sufficient or adequate for the situation we're in. And I think, as I said, we are concerned that this situation is still ongoing.
Fabian Hakelitz, National EMTV News.